Welcome to Celebrating Everyday People. I have to read that because it's a brand new show that we're doing. And this is Malcolm Berman, your host, and here's my co-host, Jana Larson. And today we're just going to talk to each other and talk about doing the new show.
Yes. Well, sometimes things that you think that are not so good end up being good things, which is our hope that we're starting a new show, new focus, new way of doing things, and um, I'm excited.
Yes,
I've
so am
already
I.
contacted a couple people, and I'm excited about all the different things that we can do.
Yeah, well, what we're going to do is extending our reach. Well, previously, what we did on our past show is that we spoke to people who were like with organizations, that they did it they did it every day, and we're going to still speak to them, but we're also extending it to people who normally are very ordinary people and living their lives, but for one moment in their life, they were extraordinary.
For
They
many, many
For
moments.
many, many moments. They help save lives, they help save situations, they help save dogs, they help save kittens. You always see them. All of a sudden, a situation arises and people needed help and they volunteered and did it. And honestly, I don't know whether I could do it. You always see these situations and they say, well, why didn't anybody help? I don't know whether I would have helped, because it depends on that moment and you can't, say what you would do. I mean, my big illustration, or what I give up, what I talk about is riding the subways because I'm a New Yorker originally. Riding the subways, and there's sometimes people get attacked on a subway, or someone draws a gun or draws a knife. I don't know what I would do, or someone gets beat up. I don't know what I would do in that situation. Would I would come to help that person, or they'd be too frightened? I'd like to think I would jump in. But honestly, I don't know when that moment comes. And do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yeah, well, it's called fright or flight.
Right.
Like you can just freeze in the moment because it's like it's a movie happening in front of you, slow motion or whatever, and you just can't do anything because of fear. But then adrenaline can set
Right.
in, and then you become superhuman. So you never know. But
You-
we're going to be talking to all kinds of people. Uh, One person who has told me that she'd be very happy to collaborate with me and with our effort is starting a new YouTube channel. And I won't give everything away right now, but she's from Ukraine and she wants to tell up close and personal stories about what's happening in Ukraine. And so I think that that will be very interesting. But we want to talk to all different kinds of people, and we would love if people would contact us and say, "Hey, I think I'm a heroic person," or I know of a heroic person, or somebody who's doing extraordinary things, not just once but many times, and they would contact you, Malcolm, and give the address again.
Right.
How people contact you too.
It's Malcolm Presents at gmail.com.
Ah,
Let
okay.
let let, let us know who you would like to see on the show, or let
Yes.
us know if you want to be on the show.
Hey, think
Yeah.
about all the people that are doing, you know, being on a volunteer committee at their church or
Yeah,
their
we have
school.
church
Or
people, they're
yeah,
people who are doing things at schools, are raising
yes,
money.
kids, people, and we'd like to talk to kids too. And this is an intergenerational opportunity.
Well, with me, kids are anybody under 60.
That leaves me out.
Well, actually, a term that I used even when I was, younger, I called everybody kid. Hey, kid. I
Because you
called,
couldn't
when I was
remember their
30,
name.
if someone was 50 or 60, I would call them kid.
Yeah.
So I always,
Well,
I always use that term. Hey, kid.
Is that a New York kind of thing to
I
go?
don't know. I think it's a Malcolm type thing.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that makes sense.
I'm trying to think of the other names. You know, people go, hey, buddy.
Buddy.
Yeah,
How
pal.
about ma'am, miss,
Yeah.
sir?
Well, I don't know about you, but I know my wife gets insulted when anybody calls her ma'am.
She doesn't like that a bit.
No, because she thinks ma'am is somebody that's old.
Yes, I know. I'm not, I don't like ma'am either.
I mean,
But it's, you know,
I,
polite.
I remember the days where, when I was in my 20s or 30s and the kids on the street would say, hey, mister,
Mm-hmm.
this is in New York. They'd say, mister, could you get the ball? When I was young, it's, hey, you. But now all of a sudden it's mister.
Well, how about when you were Maharishi Malcolm?
Oh, well, that was a different lifetime ago.
What did you call people then?
Uh,
Hey, fellow,
no, what I would do, I used to, which I still do sometimes, I would do, I'm not sure what you call it formally, but instead of shaking hands when they do, and this served me very well during the COVID crisis,
yes,
because
yes.
it was a,
You know what? I think COVID's around still again, and you know what? Our esteemed whatchamacallit title for health and
HHS,
yeah, is just like
Robert
what
Kennedy.
we're getting what we're getting rid of.
Well, we're getting rid of everything.
It's a new world. It's a new crazy world.
And it could be because we got to save money, even though he, is going to build a $200 million ballroom.
So that the millionaires and billionaires and trillionaires
Yeah,
have
well,
more money.
I want to see how many, billionaires are going to contribute that don't want any favors from the government.
Right. The trickle down, thing, like we'll give the billionaires
Right, right,
lots of money and then they'll turn around and
right.
bequeath.
The millionaires will give the money, and then they'll get get special leniency from the government to do certain projects.
And special stairways to heaven.
Yeah, but that's what we'll see, and I want to see how much money he get. Well, he's making a lot of money now.
He is. It's disgusting. And in our new show, we can talk about that. We don't have to think about how we have to. Oh, la-di-da.
You don't want to go over. Some of the people are going, over way over the top. I don't know if I want to go over the top, but I'd like to, talk about things that are happening.
Yes.
That could be like the opening of the show.
The opening to the show, like what? What are you talking
But
about?
like when we talk, we could cover, current events. Again,
Yeah.
this is again, we're not controlled by Paramount, or we're not,
Well, were
no,
we ever?
or CBS or NBC.
Or nonprofit
Right.
501c3
We're not
status.
PBS that we're getting money from. Actually, I'd like to
We,
get money
we
from.
can, we can, we're free.
We're free, so we could talk about what we could talk about, and then they could sue us for $16 billion.
Right. And we'll go. Good luck. Hopefully they won't deport us.
But anyway, we'll continue a lot of the talking. Like I forget the names, the people that you had on the show or had on the old show that were
Hmm.
working feverishly for their people, their countries.
Yes.
and
Yes.
and they were doing every day type of thing. But
Yes.
we're not limited to that. We're not limited to that. We can speak about people, as you say, in your church who contribute
And
to
I'm not going to be the only one bringing in people. You're gonna help with that too, right? You were mentioning
that's
today.
the
You were mentioning today all the people that are out there fighting fires that
Well,
are
that's the hardest part because
rampant in your area, not in mine. We on the eastern section are lots of rain. It's just not working out, is it?
actually, we're gonna have to wait for the people fighting the fires because they're fighting the fires.
Well,
I mean,
yes.
I mean, right now,
But I mean, it's the heat related kind of issues, you know. Like, how hot did it get in Arizona yesterday?
Arizona, I think it was like 115 or 119. I think at the airport was like and the tarmac, the airport was
Yes.
150 degrees.
Ah,
In fact, it
he's
was
in it.
yesterday. I told you I have a grand dog.
Yes.
My son adopted a dog, a Doberman Pinscher,
Uh-huh.
who just celebrated her first
How big
birthday.
is she or he now?
She is about 80 pounds now.
Oh no.
I can't
Wow.
pick her up. I don't walk her because what I'm afraid of, she will pull. Not that I can't hold her,
Over. Right.
but I don't have the balance now.
Yeah. Yep.
As I'm getting older, the balance is not there. And I notice I'm doing all these. If I go to YouTube, they have all these exercises to improve your balance. And now I'm taking them. It's for seniors. Boy, I'm not a senior, but I am a senior. Look at my gray beard, actually white beard.
So you can do your exercises while sitting down, right? I'm doing that
Well, I
too.
can do it
I'm gonna be 70 my next birthday.
70.
I know. I can't
We,
believe it.
as I say, you're a kid. I'm not going to say how old I'm going to be, but it's over 70.
Mm. Well,
Mm.
you look
I look
marvelous.
marvelous. Yeah.
Yeah.
You,
You're supposed to
you,
say I look marvelous too.
you're becoming Jewish. You look marvelous. I don't know that what's a New York accent or a Yiddish accent.
Well,
What's a
I
combination? Like,
a combination. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you would know.
I don't know anything. I've only lived in, you've been around lived in more places than I have. I've lived in New York, well, Manhattan and Brooklyn and Los
Well, I mean,
Angeles.
one comes to the other. So, I grew up in Colorado. I don't know what a Colorado accent is. I mean, I knew there are different phrases, and now I live in what a linguist would be able to tell. And in fact, when I took a linguistics class when I went back to school, she identified it, the professor identified it as a Great Lakes accent because we're a
Which
Great
one?
Lakes,
Great
Lake
Lakes?
Erie. Yeah. Lake Erie. In fact, a friend took me up to the lake yesterday. I got to walk in
Huh?
the water. And it was really fun. He's a fisher person. He
A
likes to
fishy
go out on
person?
yeah, he goes out on the boats and catches walleyes.
Hmm.
So I mean that's what he just loves to do is catch walleyes. And he's a teacher during the school year, which is about to start up and spends his weekends fishing. And this summer, he's been doing a lot of fishing.
By the way, I'm experimenting with the cameras. So now I'm on the left side and you're on the right side. And let's see. And now I'm on the right side and you're on the left side. So when
Fun with
our,
fun with Zoom.
our viewers out there, please, there's nothing wrong with your Zoom.
Nothing wrong
It's
with
me.
it. Do not adjust your set. It's all in the production studio here.
Right, because I'm the I'm the director and the technical director.
Yes.
I used to
And
love
I'm
when I
the
was working in TV, in the
yeah,
TV.
back in the day.
Back in the
Like
days, did they have like three,
so
four?
you were like on the Dick Van Dyke show where he was a ad exec or whatever he was. That would be like you, how
Yeah,
you were back then in the what was that, the 20s?
no,
I'm
yeah,
teasing.
in the 2020s.
Um, yes, it's the 2020s now,
Yeah,
but you
oh,
were like that. It depends. I can,
at
well,
the
you were
2020s,
saying the 50s
there
or
were
60s.
no TV
Oh, yeah. Before,
in
I
the
know.
1920. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's like
when I
what
was
Trump
young,
said that the part of the in the Civil War about they couldn't get out of the airports. But what I like to say when I would make referrals to the 1990 or 1980 last century.
yes, well,
To
yes.
me that sounds odd, but to
My
someone
kids
that's
can say they were
18,
born last
to someone
century.
that's 18, 19, you're right, that was the last century. That was the 20th century. They don't know anything. In fact,
They don't,
my boys, the only time they'll write down 19 something, they're 30 and 28. The only time they'll write down something will be history or when they were born.
right. Yeah,
Otherwise, everything, high school graduation, public school graduation
yeah.
is all
Speaking of centuries, have you
20.
been watching The Gilded Age? That's quite the
Oh,
hot
I
new
love
show.
that show.
I do too. It's really amazing. Um,
But
keeps
it's
you like distracted.
and I marvel at Cynthia Nixon.
Yes,
She
I know.
she plays such a role, and then she has another role on well, I forget, and that was that, or just like that,
Oh, I have to pay
which is
attention.
the continuation of A Sex in the City.
Ah, okay.
But I
With
think
the
that might be over, right? I don't know if it's the last of the year, and I think it's the last of the series.
hmm, hmm.
But she plays an entirely different role.
Yes, she does. Yes. Well, anyway, we should get back to talking about our show. So, this first show is just informational. We're just yakking together because
Right.
we'd
In
like.
fact, I don't think I think it's not going to take the show is going to be less than a half hour, I think. I don't know.
Well, okay, so yeah, I want to keep with our new format, do a better job of giving like 20 minutes of talk and then plenty of time for our guests to be able to say how to get a hold of them and such so that I don't have to pay for our Buzzsprout, our Buzzsprout site for our podcast.
Oh, good.
Mhm.
Well, eventually, I've only been doing this podcasting and Zoomcasting for the Zoomcasting I've been doing myself, I think 4 or 5 years.
Well, okay, but we started together in 23
23, because that's 2 years.
February, I think. So
So
yeah,
we celebrate. How come we didn't have a party?
I don't know.
But before that, I've been using somebody else, which I like, but I couldn't, somebody else's studio.
Ah,
And I was using their network, a CRN cable, well, it was Cable Radio Network.
mm-hmm. And then you also still do with Maxine Margot with
Yeah, I have another thing on well, this is all Malcolm Presents. Malcolm Presents, to
yes.
those who don't know it, is a platform, a streaming platform that I want to get many shows on. As a matter of fact, aside from
So if you have an idea for a show and you want to have your show on Malcolm
right,
Presents,
it's
again,
Malcolm
Malcolm
Presents at
at
gmail.com.
gmail.com.
Let us know
Okay.
what you want to do.
Yes. And again, to be a guest on this show, that would be wonderful. We're happy to do so. And we hope to have a show every week. Um, give ourselves a little time off. Oh, and we're gonna have a couple other people on our team, mostly on the podcast end of it. Tassim Bashar and Brigitte Benelli. They're going to be on the team. And Tassim is finishing up his master's in public health epidemiology. And he is from Tehran, Iran. And he wants to bring on some people that, in his affiliation, his professional affiliations to talk about what's going on in public health worldwide. And Brigitte would like to do feature on art. art and artists. So I think we'll have a very interesting.
As I talked to her the other week, is what people fail to see, or our government fails to see, that art and artists and shows are all part of the fabric of making life livable.
Yes.
There's certain things that we have no control about, but
Mhm.
it makes you feel good to see something that's that's fiction or art or I don't know how you explain it. A psychiatrist would say when you hear a concert, I know when I hear certain classical music, all of a sudden, I feel
You're
it in my soul.
transported. You're
Yeah.
transported.
I mean, I
Yeah.
love my favorite Rhapsody in Blue.
Oh, I love that too.
George Gershwin. When the horns go up, I can't
And the
even.
clarinet at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And another one of my favorite is Dvorak New World Symphony.
Mm-hmm.
I remember going to the Hollywood Bowl. I was just visiting. I was with a friend, and it was like a Tuesday night, and we were sitting way up at top of the Hollywood Bowl. We couldn't really see it. They had screens that you could see, but you could see the background in the mountains,
Mm.
and you heard New World
Sky.
Symphony,
Ah,
and it just
wow.
was in the sky, and it was,
Yep.
a-
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, just the story. When I was in college, to earn extra money on the weekends, I drive a taxi cab, a yellow
You
cab.
did.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and I used to drive to Manhattan, and it's crazy because the bumper to bumper traffic in Manhattan. And I used to have my radio on and rock and roll music. And you go rock
Uh-huh.
and roll music, and you're in the car bumper to bumper. You just want to go fast. All of a sudden, I turned on classical music,
And
and
it calmed everybody
all of a
down.
sudden, the world stood still.
Yeah.
And it was marvelous.
Back in the day.
Back in the days, back in the last century.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
A
anyway, so
real,
that's important, because right now we're doing away with PBS and NPR.
uh, you know, things aren't, the pendulum is gonna swing back, don't you think?
I
I,
don't I
all right,
don't.
I'm holding on to that thought.
Well, yeah. Well, there are a lot of
Let's
things
hold on to the thought of bringing forth other people who are holding on to nice thoughts and are trying, in spite of it all,
but that's
to
a problem. I mean, I find a problem.
celebrate everyday people.
Everyday people doing extraordinary things. We're doing
Yeah,
ordinary things for their life
exactly. And others.
and others, and you always hear that. The hard thing for us to do is be able, hear it on another media and try to contact them.
Yeah, so that's why we need them to contact us or
Right.
people who know them to contact us.
Right. And again, it's a Malcolm Presents at gmail.com. And our show is going to be on every week.
Yes, and we'll
And
also, so you will be able to see the Zoomcast, the video on malcolmpresents.com and YouTube, and then you'll be able to hear the audio version on Buzzsprout. So if you're out mowing your grass or running or
you're
walking or
smoking your
driving,
grass.
yeah, that too.
It, there's a lot
Well,
of
have we what's the word? Uh, blabbed enough?
and we blabbed enough.
Yeah.
Okay, we've been on 24 minutes or
Okay.
23 minutes.
That's pretty good because I got to keep the time down.
You got to
So,
keep the energy up. That's what I have to do. And
uh-oh, you're frozen.
I'm frozen.
Oh,
No,
you were. Now you're not.
not on my screen. But anyway, I know one of the commentaries, if people look at the show, and by the way, you can see all the shows that we have. If you go to malcolmpresents.com, we have this show, celebrating everyday people. We have Tush Twins. which are with me and two women from Brooklyn that we didn't grow up together, but we have similar experiences. We're at the same high school, and we talk about getting older and the difference of now and then, which is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have Many Shades of Green, which is basically a lot about people doing good things, but doing good things for the environment.
With Maxine.
And that with Maxine Margot, and but that's audio only.
Okay.
And then I have another show, which is more on the arts. That was not on the arts, but it's up close and personal. And I interview people again who are living their lives. We're either
As we all
counseling
are.
them. No, some people don't live their life. Some people are hiding. But
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
this is enough for this great introduction. You're
And
listening.
once again, you've been listening
Okay,
to,
do it.
okay, you've been listening to Celebrating Everyday People with your host, Malcolm Berman, and me, Jana Larson,
And where can you hear us?
on malcolmpresents.com. And you can reach us at malcolmpresents@gmail.com.
I think you have a future in this industry. I'll see you later.
All
Bye.
right. Bye bye. Be good.